Boeing has not told the whole truth to this committee and to the families and to the people looking at this.
For hours, Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg faced the wrath of angry American lawmakers.
Those pilots never had a chance. These loved ones never had a chance.
They peppered him with tough questions about how his company's 737 MAX planes were designed and certified, and why it took 2 fatal crashes to pull them from service.
I would walk before I was to get on a 737 MAX. I would walk.
Muilenburg's first public testimony about the MAX began with an apology to the victims' families seated right behind him.
I know that probably doesn't offer much comfort and healing at this point, but I want you to know that we carry those memories with us every day.
That was quickly overshadowed by questions about explosive text messages between Boeing engineers.
Mr. Muilenburg, how in the hell did nobody bring this to your attention?
In 2016, Boeing's chief pilot described the plane's MCAS anti-stall system as running rampant in the simulator and egregious. Muilenburg now admits he learned about the existence of the messages earlier this year.
Prior to the second crash earlier this year.
The families wanted more and left with many questions unanswered. Joan Vincent and Roland Rahorn of Aurelia lost their daughter Angela in the Ethiopian crash.
He needs to understand that I think the biggest tragedy for me, and I fell apart a little bit in there, was just realizing over and over again that this was preventable.
Paul Giroge of Toronto lost his wife, 3 children, and mother-in-law on that same flight. To him, Muilenburg's apology rang hollow.
It's one thing to say that we take responsibility over the installation of MCAS. It's another thing to say we take responsibility over the deaths of 346 people. That's what I want to hear him say.
After testifying publicly, Boeing's CEO met privately with the victims' families for the first time. The company remains undeterred in its efforts to get the 737 MAX back in the sky. The families say if they had their way, the planes would remain grounded for good.